Did you know that 1 in 3 seniors suffers from severe vitamin deficiencies without even realizing it? This lack of essential nutrients could be shortening their lives by years often without any obvious symptoms. In the early stages, many people believe that eating well is enough to meet all the body's needs. But after the age of 60, the body undergoes silent and treacherous changes. Nutrient absorption decreases, metabolism slows down, and the risk of deficiencies skyrockets. The worst part. These signs are often mistaken for natural aging. If you're experiencing constant fatigue, frequent forgetfulness, muscle pain, or a lack of energy, your body might be crying out for essential nutrients. The issue isn't just age. It's the lack of the right elements to keep your body functioning as it should. But there's good news. There's a simple, affordable, and effective way to address this and reclaim your vitality today. You'll discover the 4 must-have vitamins for anyone looking to live longer and better. These vitamins are accessible, easy to find, and could be a game changer for your health. Pay special attention to the last one on the list. It might be the most important yet. It's rarely talked about before we dive in. I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel if you prioritize your health and want to learn how to take better care of your body. This way, you won't miss out on essential content. Like this also. Comment below with "My health is a priority." This simple gesture reinforces your commitment to your quality of life. Now let's explore what happens to the body after 60 and why these vitamins are crucial. What happens to the body after 60? The body changes silently without warning. What once seemed normal starts to falter. Energy levels drop, pain becomes more frequent, and memory lapse occur at unexpected times. Many believe this is just part of aging, but the truth is that these changes are directly linked to a lack of essential nutrients over time. Metabolism slows the body, no longer processes food the same way, and vitamin absorption decreases. The intestines lose efficiency, making it harder to extract essential nutrients from food. The result is a progressive deficit that, if not corrected, can lead to silent and irreversible diseases. Bones lose density, increasing the risk of osteoporosis and fractures. The immune system weakens, leaving the body vulnerable to infections and chronic inflammation. Heart health is compromised. Blood pressure fluctuates and circulation becomes less efficient. The brain, deprived of the nutrients it needs to function properly, begins to show signs of fatigue, frequent forgetfulness, difficulty concentrating, and in more advanced cases, an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Many of these problems could be avoided with simple adjustments to diet and proper supplementation. However, a lack of information often leads to poor choices. Some believe that a balanced diet is enough without considering that the body no longer absorbs nutrients as it once did. Others turn to supplements without guidance, not knowing which ones are truly necessary. The key is to understand that after 60, the body needs extra support. Certain vitamins become essential because they compensate for the deficiencies that accumulate over the years. They not only correct problems, but also prevent future complications, ensuring more energy, strength, and mental clarity. Now is the time to act. Knowing these vitamins is the first step to reclaiming what's been lost and maintaining what's still strong. Vitamin D, the shield against disease and weakness. Bone fragility doesn't happen overnight. Falls that were once rare become more frequent. The body aches for no apparent reason. Muscles lose strength and energy levels. Drop. The immune system weakens, infections become more common, and even mood swings occur. This is the reality for millions of people suffering from vitamin D deficiency. But the problem is that this deficiency isn't easily noticed over the years. The body stores of this vitamin decline, and the signs appear slowly and progressively in seniors. This decline is even more dangerous because a lack of vitamin D impairs calcium absorption, which is essential for bone health. The result: fragile bones, a higher risk of fractures and slower recovery after injuries. But the impacts go beyond bones. Vitamin D regulates the immune system. Low levels of this vitamin are associated with an increased risk of respiratory infections, autoimmune diseases, and even cardiovascular problems. The heart suffers, muscles lose endurance, and even the brain is affected. Studies show that seniors with vitamin D deficiency are more prone to depression and cognitive decline. Sun exposure is the primary source of this vitamin, but as we age, the body's ability to synthesize it decreases additionally. Modern lifestyles keep people indoors, more often away from direct sunlight. The constant use of sunscreen and clothing that covers most of the body also reduces natural vitamin D production. Foods provide only small amounts insufficient to replenish stores. Fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified foods are good options, but they rarely meet daily needs. For many, supplementation becomes essential, especially for those already showing signs of deficiency. Correcting this deficit can transform health people who suffered from chronic fatigue, muscle weakness, and frequent infections, reported significant improvements after normalizing their vitamin D levels. The body regains strength, bones become stronger, the immune system responds better, and energy returns. Correcting this deficiency is simple, but ignoring it can have serious consequences: bone, muscle, and immune health depend on this nutrient. Ensuring adequate levels means more strength, better protection against diseases, and a higher quality of life as you age. Vitamin B12. The key to energy and sharp memory. The mind no longer feels as sharp words. Escape mid-sea conversation. Familiar names become hard to remember. Fatigue sets in even after a good night's sleep, and simple tasks require more effort than they should. These changes, often attributed to natural aging, can be clear signs of vitamin B12 deficiency. This nutrient is essential for the nervous system, participating in the formation of cells that protect neurons when levels drop. Communication between brain cells slows, and the first signs appear frequent. Forgetfulness difficulty, concentrating, and mental confusion. In more severe cases, prolonged deficiency can increase the risk of dementia, including Alzheimer's. But the impacts don't stop at the brain. Vitamin B12 is also crucial for red blood cell production, which is responsible for transporting oxygen in the blood. When there's a deficiency, the body doesn't get enough oxygen, resulting in persistent fatigue, dizziness, and shortness of breath. The heart has to work harder to compensate for low oxygen levels, increasing the risk of cardiovascular complications. As we age, the absorption of this vitamin becomes more difficult. The stomach produces less hydrochloric acid, a substance needed to release B12 from food. Additionally, many people take medications for reflux and gastritis that further reduce absorption. The result is a silent deficiency that can take years to detect. The main sources of vitamin B12 are animal-based meat, dairy, and fish. People who consume little meat, especially vegetarians and vegans, need to be extra cautious to avoid deficits. In many cases, supplementation is the only effective way to maintain adequate levels of this vitamin. Correcting this problem brings immediate effects. The mind becomes clearer, energy returns, and the body responds with more vitality. People who suffered from tingling in their hands and feet, extreme fatigue, and memory difficulties reported significant improvements after just a few months of supplementation. Ensuring adequate vitamin B12 levels is essential for preserving brain and heart health. Magnesium, the regulator of sleep and blood pressure. The body starts sending warning signals. Sleep is no longer restorative. Nights are interrupted by frequent awakenings. Blood pressure fluctuates, cramps appear without warning, and fatigue persists throughout the day. Small tremors in the hands and tingling in the feet become common. These symptoms may seem isolated, but they often point to an underestimated problem: magnesium deficiency. This mineral is one of the most important for the body's functioning, involved in over 300 chemical reactions. It regulates muscle contraction, nerve function, blood pressure control, heart rhythm, and energy production. Without enough magnesium, muscles don't relax properly, leading to pain, tension, and nighttime cramps in the nervous system. It acts as a natural, calming agent. People with magnesium deficiency often report irritability, anxiety, and sleep difficulties. This happens because magnesium regulates neurotransmitters that control mood and sleep quality. When levels are low, the body struggles to relax, resulting in insomnia and chronic fatigue. The relationship between magnesium and blood pressure is also well documented. Studies show that adequate levels of this mineral help dilate blood vessels, reducing the resistance the heart needs to overcome to pump blood. This means less strain on the cardiovascular system and a lower risk of hypertension, heart attacks, and strokes. Although magnesium is found in foods like nut seeds, spinach, and bananas, most people don't consume enough in their diet. Modern agricultural practices have depleted the soil, reducing the minerals. Concentration in vegetables making supplementation a necessary alternative for many people who correct this deficiency report. Immediate improvements in sleep quality, stress reduction, and increased energy. The mind calms muscles, relax, and blood pressure stabilizes the heart. Works more efficiently, the body rests better. And overall, well-being increases coenzyme Q10, the fuel for the heart, and longevity. Energy seems to deplete faster. Climbing stairs requires more effort. Long walks leave the body tired and simple. Daily activities demand frequent breaks. The heart works harder, muscles take longer to recover, and a constant feeling of exhaustion sets in. These signs often indicate a drop in coenzyme Q10 levels, a nutrient essential for cellular energy production. Every cell in the body needs energy to function, and coenzyme Q10 plays a key role in this process. It works within the mitochondria, the tiny cellular structures responsible for turning food into fuel for the body. When levels of this coenzyme drop, the body becomes less efficient at generating energy, resulting in fatigue, muscle weakness, and slower recovery after exertion. The heart, being a muscle that works non-stop, relies directly on this coenzyme to maintain optimal function. Reduced levels of coenzyme Q10 are associated with a higher risk of heart failure, arrhythmias, and irregular blood pressure. Additionally, studies show that people who take statins to lower cholesterol experience a significant drop in coenzyme Q10 levels, increasing the risk of side effects like muscle pain and extreme fatigue. The body's ability to produce coenzyme Q10 decreases with age. By 60 levels are already reduced, and this decline accelerates as we get older. Although it's found in foods like red meat, fish, and nuts, the amount obtained through diet is small, making supplementation a recommended option for many. Restoring adequate levels of this nutrient improves physical endurance, strengthens the heart, and reduces signs of premature aging. People who experienced persistent fatigue and muscle pain reported significant recovery after increasing their coenzyme Q10 intake. The body responds better to daily challenges, ensuring more energy, strength, and protection against cardiovascular diseases. Ensuring your body has all the necessary nutrients is the first step to aging with quality and vitality. But just as important as knowing which vitamins to take is avoiding common mistakes that can compromise absorption and effectiveness. The 3 fatal mistakes that undermine health. After 60. The intention is good, but the results don't show. Even with a balanced diet, symptoms persist, supplementation seems ineffective, and energy levels don't improve. This happens because many make simple mistakes that can undermine their entire health strategy. The first mistake is believing that diet alone is enough. While maintaining a varied and nutritious diet is essential, the body no longer absorbs nutrients. The same way the natural decline in absorption means that even the best foods may not provide all the necessary vitamins and minerals. Relying solely on diet can lead to silent deficiency and symptoms that accumulate over time. The second mistake is not monitoring vitamin levels without regular tests. It's impossible to know if there's a significant deficit. Many only realize the problem when symptoms are already advanced. Regular checkups and adjusting supplementation based on individual needs are the only way to ensure the body is getting the right support. The third mistake is taking supplements without guidance. Excess of certain nutrients can be just as harmful as deficiency. Some supplements interact with each other, reducing absorption, while others can overload organs like the liver and kidneys. Supplementation should be personalized, respecting each body's unique needs. Correcting these mistakes is essential for vitamins to do their job with the right approach. The body responds better, results appear, and quality of life improves. Understanding these details is what separates those who merely age from those who truly live well. Making the right decisions now can mean years of better health and vitality. If you've made it this far, it's because you care about your health. Now I want to know, do you already take any of these vitamins? Comment below which one is part of your routine or which one you think you need to include. Don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who needs this information. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss essential tips for your longevity. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.